time for the Bloomberg Business Flash. A look at some of the biggest business stories in the news right now. I'm Simone Foxman. Global food costs fell in May, dropping to the lowest level in 2 years, and reviving hopes that inflation on supermarket shelves will start to ease. The United Nations Index of Food Commodity Prices fell 2.6% in May, as declines in grains, vegetable oil, and dairy offset gains in sugar and meat costs. The gauge of prices for internationally traded agricultural commodities has fallen 22% from its peak last year following Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Novartis's drug Kisqali reduced the risk of tumors recurring by 25%. 9 out of 10 people who got Kisqali, as well as hormonal therapy after surgery, were disease-free after 3 years, compared with 87% of those just given hormonal therapy, according to trial results presented today at the American Society of Clinical Oncology's annual meeting. And that's your Bloomberg Business Flash. Guy.
Simone, thank you very much indeed. Counting you down to the close, let's take a look at some of the European stocks that are moving markets. The miners are having a good day on the back of the China stimulus story. Believe Anglo, Antofagasta, all up really strongly, as you can see, 5-6%, all doing very good business today on the back of a story that we'll see whether or not it has legs. Anyway, take it as you will today. It's adding a lift to the market. There are other stock stories that I think are worth focusing on. Take a look at what is happening with SBB. This is the Swedish property company. I'm never ever going to pronounce that name. So SBB it is. It is up by 51.54%. Alex would nail that, wouldn't you?
Oh my God, I'd crush it. I mean, I can speak English really perfectly, like all the time.
Yeah, Swedish, not so much. Anyway, that's definitely a compound. 51.54%. Brookfield look like they're interested in some of the property. CEO stepping down. Closes next. This is Bloomberg.
Customize your call screen and see your favorite memory every time you receive a call. Only with Call App. Download it today from your Play Store.
finish for the week for European stocks, being driven by a number of factors. The payroll number in the United States is one of them. The China stimulus story is another of them. You've also got some single stock idiosyncratic stories that are boosting this story as well. But nevertheless, as you can see, bright green, very bright green. Most of these markets are having one of the best days they've had in a long time. The DAX is a bit of an exception. Deutsche Telekom's a bit of a drag on this idea that Amazon might be getting into the mobile business via T-Mobile. That's hitting DT pretty hard. Anyway, so that's the story. This is what we are watching right now in terms of the way that the story has developed over the last 5 days. We're basically back to where we began. So while we're all getting excited about the performance we're seeing today, on the week, there's nothing to talk about. We are absolutely flat. Dip midweek, a little bit of a rally Friday. That takes us back to 462. We're up by 0.2% since the beginning of the week. It was obviously a holiday Monday, so maybe you could take that out. It was a holiday here and in the United States. Other bits of Europe were open. Real estate up by 3.6%. That is the SBB effect. I'm going to call it SBB because I can't say the big name. And it's really having a big effect. It is up by 50%. The sector is up by 3.6%. Retail is having a good day. Basic resources on the China story is having a good day. Media, financial services also up. Where are we seeing weakness? You are seeing weakness in the telecom sector. It is down by 3.2%. Apparently, Amazon might be, it might not be, getting into the telecom business. That could have a big effect into the US market. So that's the story in terms of the sectors. Let me show you what is happening from a single stock point of view. We've already mentioned some of the names that we're watching. Rio is up by over 4%. That is the China effect. LVMH is having a good day. These are heavyweight stocks. It's up by 3.23%. We haven't really mentioned much around the luxury sector today. Oh yeah, sorry, we have. LVMH imported 3.23% to the upside. And then there's SBB up by 53.3%. That was the week that was. Let's talk about the week that is coming. Some of the events that you're going to be watching out for. The oil story, absolutely front and center. Sunday, we get the OPEC meeting. Monday, I'm going to be in Istanbul for the AGM of IATA, the Air Transport Association. We're going to be talking to all of the major CEOs from that sector. This is a sector that has been on a charge recently. The question is that charge going to be sustainable? Will people keep flying and paying high prices? Super return, Berlin, Tuesday, some great guests lined up there. Rishi Sunak, the British Prime Minister, is in DC on Wednesday. We'll have some coverage of that. Thursday, we get this big pension debate in France. And then we get to the data Friday. China's CPI is going to be interesting. The inflation story is not going away. Remember, that's one of the stories we're going to be watching carefully in the United States as well. We've got CPI, plus we've got service sector, ISM, that we need to be watching. But Alex, Monday's my Super Bowl. Sunday is yours, really, isn't it?
Totally my Super Bowl. And looking at oil, you got Brent up by about 2% at 75, but it still puts OPEC in a really difficult position. When they announced cuts back in April, oil just hasn't been able to sort of rally above 80, and we've seen more weakness, despite the fact that actual numbers of inventories aren't that bad, and that really puts them in this bind. So joining us now for more is AJ Palmer, HSBC oil and gas analyst. He joins us now. Okay, what do you expect from OPEC on Sunday?
Well, absolutely. As you say, Alex, this is all eyes on OPEC Plus for Sunday. It's their first meeting since they announced surprise cuts to the market back in April. Do we expect a series of cuts this time? Once again, from us, it's a no. You know, OPEC Plus have only just implemented their latest round of cuts at the beginning of last month. We're still waiting to see the full effects of those come through into the market, but also we're really seeing a much tighter market in the next quarter. You know, this quarter is a fairly balanced, well-balanced market overall, but we're expecting this in 3Q for that market to tighten quite considerably. Over 1.5 million barrels per day deficit is expected. OPEC Plus themselves, from their own market analysis, is expecting a deep deficit in the second half of this year as well. We expect that will help to lift up oil prices, and so we think OPEC Plus will take more of a wait-and-see approach this time around.
So AJ, is that why OPEC believes that it's going to hurt the shorts? We heard the Saudi oil minister talking about this only a few days ago.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've said these sorts of comments this time, but they've also said those sorts of comments in the past as well. I think ultimately, you know, we're expecting the price to rise in the coming next quarter, regardless of whether there will be cuts this time around. They don't need to cut. You know, the market really will tighten. China's oil demand is coming back up. It's already at all-time highs in March, 16 million barrels per day, up from 15 million barrels per day back in the fourth quarter of last year. And we think higher prices will come.